Pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Nina recited to herself before she fully opened her emerald green eyes. This was the same prayer that she, as a Catholic, had offered up every morning for as long as she could remember. To her, offering morning prayer was as automatic as breathing was an unconscious act. She lay motionless under her blankets, half asleep, her waterbed threatening to rock her back into the blissful, lust-filled dream for which she had awakened. She felt the sticky moisture between the folds of her sex and knew that it would only get worse if she dared to move and cause the rhythmic waves to begin. She had half a mind to move, to be swayed back into the arms of a dream lover. It bothered her that she couldn't recall any clear image of it, only the longing to return. She decided to compromise and lay there for a little while longer. She knew there was no need for her to get up and rush about. It was New Year's Eve. She could sleep in. Moments passed that felt like hours. She was on the verge of drifting off when there came a sudden rap upon her bedroom door. She wasn't sure if she was awake or asleep until she heard the sound of a familiar voice. "Nina, it's me," a young man's voice called from the other side of the door. Nina knew exactly whose voice it was. She instantly realized she wasn't dreaming. She gave off a heavy sigh, not a sigh of anger or disappointment, but a sigh of recognition. It was time to get up and get her day started. After all, she had to call her best friend, Rosalina, to say exactly what their party plans would be for this New Year's Eve. "Nina?" The voice came again. "Give me a minute, Kenny," she replied, as she moved from underneath her blankets, tossing her long platinum blonde hair around. She found that her private parts were sore. She groaned aloud. It hurt to walk. "Nina, are you all right in there?" Kenny inquired as he pressed up against her door, voice full of concern. Nina braced herself upon her glossy black and burgundy red dresser. Her milky colored fingertips glowed red with the pressure placed upon them. She softly answered, "Yeah, I'm fine. Will you just put some coffee on for me?" "No problem, Nina. I'll be in the kitchen. You need to hurry up, don't you?" On the other side of the door, Nina's womanhood was sore. Not only her paradise, but her most private place ached. She knew without doubt that she hadn't had a man exploring her in more than a month's time. Well, none except for her dream lover. But that was just that, a dream. A hazy, sexually charged dream, but a dream nonetheless. She did her best to deny what her body told her. Nina knew herself and the language of the body. She knew that she hadn't had sex and simply attributed the soreness to her dream. Her subconscious mind had made it all real, like when men have nocturnal emissions. The mind could do things like that when the body's desires are deprived, couldn't it? She shook the feeling off and moved to the dresser, to a tweeded chair that held the clothes she had tossed off once she entered her room. She picked up a silk green robe from the chair, put it over the thin green nightgown she wore and tied it tightly around her waist. As she padded into the kitchen, her emerald green eyes met those of Kenny's. Kenny observed the extremely visible prints of her nipples. He was amazed at her height, even barefooted. He could tell that she was every bit of 6'1". He was entranced, for she was the object of his teenage fantasy. Never before had he seen her in a nightgown. Since the age of 11, had he been entrusted with her grocery shopping, taking her clothes to the cleaners and other miscellaneous errands. Throughout that time, he had never seen her like this. However, today, with her naked feet and the way she tossed her hair, it brought all of his uncontrollable thoughts to the surface. Thoughts that had manifested themselves into a very embarrassing secret. And a secret is what he tried to conceal by sitting at the kitchen table. Nina had no idea of the effect that she was having on Kenny. The simple movements of making a cup of coffee, the quick glances from her emerald green eyes, and her pleasant smile all came with a natural air of femininity. "Kenny, you're very quiet this morning. What's going on in that brilliant little mind of yours?" she said. 17-year-old. I never seen you like this before, came his answer. As soon as the words left his mouth, he wondered if he had said the wrong thing. The way she turned and quickly flashed, her eyes plucked at his young heart. I mean, it's not like you look bad or anything. It's just that I've always seen you like in a suit or something. Not looking like a normal, frumpy woman, she inserted with a smile. She didn't feel bothered at all by his assessment of her appearance. Well, a woman can't look fabulous all the time, even though we try. When you get older and have a girlfriend, someone whom you better truly love, she joked and gave him a playful tap to the back of his head as she went towards the bedroom. She went on. You'll see exactly what I mean. Besides, there's that downside to having a key to my humble abode. Well, don't you have to go to work today? He called out. No, it's New Year's Eve. I could have sworn I told you that a few days ago, she answered. You did, but you do mean that today is New Year's Day, right? He said and removed himself from the covering of the table, for he felt that his secret had concealed himself. No, what are you talking about? I'll probably call RJ in an hour or so to find out about our plans for tonight. Well, I bet you $1 million that Rosalina is mad as hell at you, because if you think that pretending that you don't know what today is will actually save you from standing her up, then think again. Kenneth, she said with a confused expression as she emerged from the bathroom and peered straight into his green eyes. Her attention was slightly drawn away as her sight focused on his pierced eyebrow that twinkled from the bathroom light. What are you going on about? Are you serious, Nina? Do you really think that today is New Year's Eve? And I'm supposed to think it's not? Turn on the TV and see for yourself, he stated. Leaving the bathroom, she picked up the remote control and went into the living room. Once she turned on the television, the high-pitched hum that it made hurt her hearing. She wiggled her fingers in her ears for a moment and focused her attention. The news reporter soon proved Kenny right. I can't fucking believe it. I could have sworn, she said quietly. She was bewildered. You must have gotten pretty fucked up last night. Kenny, does your mother know those kinds of words come out of that mouth of yours on a regular basis? She snapped and hurried back into the bathroom before running back into her bedroom, into her walk-in closet. Thoughts swarmed through her mind. She tried her best to think straight. I'm just saying, Nina, Kenny said a little defensively. When I came in this morning, I found those candles you usually light for New Year's Eve all around. I found a few of them shot glasses on the floor, picked them up and put them into the sink. It looked like you just got pretty plastered, that's all. When my mom get wasted like that, which is pretty much all the time, she could barely remember my name, let alone what day it is. I don't forget entire days, Kenny. Let alone, oh, did you pick up my cream suit from the cleaners? Please tell me that you did. I'm late for work as it is, and now with me, I don't want to even think about it. God, what could have happened? I was going to leave you a message because I didn't expect to find you here. The cleaner said that their overnight service, Nina, wasn't going to be able to remove those blood stains from your jacket, so I'll have to pick that up tomorrow. I didn't think that a secretarial position came with such occupational hazards, he said jokingly. He was trying to ease her discomfort. It didn't work. Don't you have something to do? She said while running back into the bathroom with clothes in hand. Her mind was racing with thoughts of what could have happened. How could she have forgotten an entire day? She didn't remember setting out candles, but obviously she did. The evidence was all over her apartment. Nope, not really. I'm here all day, he said. I'll get it. Hello, Miss Nina Moore's residence. May I help you? He answered cordially. Yeah, who's this? Came a female's voice through the phone. This is Kenny. May I ask who's calling? Kenny, put Nina on the damn phone. Nina, it's Rosalina, and she sounds pissed. Emerging from the bathroom wearing a light gray pinstripe three-piece conservative suit that was tailored to her tall physique with feather comb in hand, Nina grabbed the phone. Hey, girl. Well, hello, stranger. Welcome back to the world of the living. Seems like someone's been a little too busy for her bestie. Couldn't even return my calls yesterday. And now Kenny's answering the phone? Had no idea the two of you had become such an item. Nina only sighed a response. Rosalina was fully aware that Kenny was 13 years Nina's junior, and that she had no intentions towards him in any sexual way. However, being an opportunist, Rosalina would poke fun when an opportunity presented itself. Anyway, Nina said, stifling a snicker, Rose, I have a problem. You're not going to believe this, but I seem to have lost a whole day. A whole fucking day. Ooh, that sounds like something we needed. Who is he, and does he have a good-looking brother? That's the problem, Rose. I don't remember. Well, I guess the whore has finally come out of you. RJ, can you be serious for a moment? Damn, Nina snapped. I'm sorry, girl, damn. I didn't know you were serious. What's the problem? I'm listening. Rosalina reassured her. The humor had left her voice. Nina was looking down at her bare feet, pondering how to explain the situation when Kenny appeared in the doorway. However, on the other end of the phone, Rosalina grew impatient and said, I'm waiting. But Nina couldn't speak, not in front of Kenny. Sorry, RJ. Give me a minute. She placed her hand over the receiver and said, Will you be a dear, Kenny? Go to the store, get me some aspirin. I'm fresh out. A smile went across Kenny's face as he said, If I didn't know that you were already hungover, I swear you was trying to get rid of me. He winked and left to run her errand. Look, Nina said, I already know that there's absolutely no way you're going to believe me, but I don't remember yesterday at all. And this morning when I woke up, all my paws were sore, if you know what I mean. Wait a minute. Hold on. Are you saying? Yes, RJ. Front and back. I thought, no. I'm sure that you told me letting a man go back there is not your cup of tea. That's just it. I don't recall any spoon stirring that cup of tea. Hell, stirring any cup. You don't remember anything like total blank, like somebody's been all up in my fucking head and erased all my memory? Exactly. I swear to you, Rose. I don't remember anything at all. When I woke up this morning, I thought it was New Year's Eve until Kenny told me. And it reminds me, I'm late for work. I'll just have to call you back when I get a chance. Hey, Barbie. We've been friends for a long fucking time. I'm worried about you. This not remembering shit sounds bad. Real bad. Real bad, like Law and Order SVU date rape bad. Maybe somebody slipped something into your drink when you wasn't looking. I've seen that type of shit on Dateline. This is exactly how white girls like you end up on forensic files, Barbie. That's what I mean. I don't even remember waking up yesterday. With those words, a thought entered into her mind. It came with an odd and eerie feeling. Kenny? What was she thinking? She literally shook her head clear of those thoughts she considered absurd and added, RJ, you've always known me to be responsible. Even when I'm acting irresponsibly, I am still responsible. I would never go out without you knowing. You're my trusty chaperone. Then what else could it be, Nina? Unless someone put something into your liquor at home. Or perhaps you drunk a little too much at home, then tried to relieve some of that pent-up sexual frustration. I did buy half of your private sex toys. Rosalina laughed. You're not supposed to try to operate heavy machinery while under the influence. That's real cute, RJ. Nina couldn't help but to giggle. I'll call you back later, she said, and hung up the phone.